Baby Yoda. There's your piece.
Good evening everyone, here we are back in Queensland, back in our van again, so excited. Back in the kitchen, Monique's loving it.
Yes, I love it.
We know you've all missed these cooking videos, so here we are kicking off our first cooking video since being back. Hope you guys enjoy. So what are we going to make tonight, Monique?
Today we're making chocolate eclairs, and inside we'll be doing a chocolate cream, so very yummy.
Looking forward to them. Here we go.
Now we're just going to start off with the pastry. So we need 40 grams of butter that we're going to be cutting and then putting in a saucepan. No, that's good enough, whatever. Now all we need is 80 milliliters of water and put it in the saucepan with the butter. Just put a pinch of salt and then just a dash of sugar. Already sweet enough. The sugar and the salt just bring out flavour and just give that nice extra colour to the pastry. Now that we have all our wet ingredients in here, we're just going to weigh up the flour because that's going to be incorporated soon. We'll wait and see. Now all we need is just 50 grams of flour. Let's use the stove now. You've never seen this, so quite exciting. Woo! What we need to do now is melt this big clunk of butter and bring this mixture to the boil. Boiling! So now that we've got it to the boil, we're just going to turn the heat down a little bit and then we're going to place our flour in. Now mix it in quite well. Look at that. Comes this lovely pastry. Now crank up the heat just a little bit because we want to cook this dough really, really well. So this will be ready when you start seeing that the mixture is basically sticking to the fry pan. We actually want the mixture to evaporate as much water as we can because we actually need to put egg in this mixture. And egg makes things go poof, 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 and make it all fluffy and lovely. So that's about done. We've cooked this quite well. So I'm just going to put the mixture in the mixer now just so it can cool down. Just on low speed. Now that our mixture is cooled down, I put my finger in there, it didn't burn me. That means it's ready. So that was about 5 minutes. So what we're going to do now is gradually put in the eggs. All we need is 2 eggs. Now we're going to put in the other egg. Just make sure when you're incorporating the ingredients that it's on low speed, please. Thank you. For those that don't have a mixer, you can definitely do this by hand. You just got to get that arm moving, you know. Now put it on medium speed, just so you can incorporate the egg and the mixture together. Now that the pastry is done, we're just going to scrape the sides and then I'll show you the consistency of the dough. So now our dough is all ready. The consistency is quite thick, which is good. You could actually make this more runnier, but we'll just leave it like that just to keep that nice shape of the eclair. We've got a piping bag with just a small kind of circly nozzle. Yeah. Now we're just going to place all our mixture into the piping bag. show you my awesome puffing skills. A little bit awkward, I haven't done this in a while. Here I've got a baking tray that's just lightly greased. Just make sure it's very lightly greased and hopefully you can get like a non-stick pan. Okay, so now that we've hot our little slugs, now we're going to lightly just put some water on them. The reason why we put water on them and we're going to be sprinkling water is basically so we can make them really puff up and steam up really, really well to make that really nice coating for the pastry, and then the filling can go in really, really well. So whack it in the oven at 180. It smells so good. Ooh. Ooh. They look like bread rolls. Here are lovely profiterole rolls. So you want them to be quite firm and crispy the way that they're looking. They were in the oven for about 30 minutes, but keep a look out for them because they need to look like this. Now here's our lovely eclair. So we just scraped it off from the pan. Just make sure that you're really, really gentle because it will kind of stick, and that's fine. You just have to be really, really gentle taking it off. We're going to be putting it in the fridge just to cool down so we can do our fillings. So now we've got 300 milliliters of thickened cream. We're going to put it in our bowl because we're going to be now making the filling for the chocolate eclair. Now we're going to put 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder and 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. And now we've got the amazing vanilla bean paste, just 1 teaspoon. So now that we've got all our ingredients in the bowl and everything set up, we're just going to start on slow speed first. Now it's on slow, just gradually build up the speed. You can't whisk the cream on too high because it will start to turn to butter. Cream's done. The way that you can tell is obviously it's over my head. It hasn't dropped on my head. Just put that in the refrigerator. Make sure when you're cooking or baking your cream and whipping it up, you have a really cold bowl and the cream has to be cold too, just so you can get this perfect texture here.
The best bit, getting to lick it. Yoda.
You got it dirty, babe. So now I've got some strawberry jam. I'm going to be filling the eclairs with a little bit of strawberry jam as well for a hint of strawberry sweetness. And I'll be putting it in this bag. So now we've got the jam in here. You just got to squish it because we're going to be heating it up and making it really pliable so then we can put it into the eclairs. That's enough. Look at that. Like a blood bag. Here's our eclair. We're just going to poke a little bit of a hole in here. Just do a bit of a circle. Really get in there. Can you see how crunchy that sounds? It's beautiful. Chop a little bit of a hole. Snip. We're just going to fill it and let it ooze a bit. And then just marinate it in. Like you gotta make it go all. You gotta go up and down, just so we coat the whole bottom. Now we're going to fill these up with chocolate cream. Make sure that you do it really, really slowly and controlled, just so you can fill it all up with cream. It should feel really, really heavy. So now that we've piped our mixture in the choux pastry, we're going to be putting them in the freezer just so they can set Here I've got some milk chocolate baking bits by Caravan, best chocolate. I'm going to be melting this in the microwave off camera just so we can glaze our eclairs. So we've got our chocolate all melted and ready. What we're going to be doing now is coating the whole top of the eclair with the lovely milk chocolate. So now here are decorated eclairs. I've done a really rustic type feel to it. They're going to firm up the chocolate and it's going to be amazing. What I have done though as well, in a little, I've melted some caramel. You can do white chocolate as well. I'm just going to do a bit of a decoration because I like to make things pretty. So now that we've decorated them, you're going to be placing them in the refrigerator. So here is our beautiful final product. Just be aware that they were in the fridge for, approximately maybe about 10 to 15 minutes. You can definitely leave them overnight so they can really firm up and the cream and everything can be perfect. And yeah, eat them the next day, but we can't wait, so we're going to eat them now. Ready for the best thing ever?
So excited. Yes. Oh, it's going everywhere. Fantastic. Okay, that's it. Give it a go. Let us know how you go, guys. And yeah.
Bye. There, Baby Yoda. There's your piece. Sorry. Oh, don't squirt everywhere, please. Oh, look, now it's going everywhere. I hate that. Filming? Oh my god, I can't believe you do that. Be my friend, please. What's this called, babe? Is it a sandwich bag? Yeah.
Hey, cheers first.
Oh, okay. Do you want to start again?